that was tried no during the time of last year ni President Duterte, pumirma tayo ng Memorandum of Understanding. The basis of that of Memorandum of Understanding was the participation of China will be under the service contract system of the Philippines. Dahil sa service contract system natin, every service contract, the first whereas clause nakalagay doon, whereas the oil and gas belong to the Philippines. Tapos, there's another provision that the service contract shall be governed by Philippine law. Dahil doon sa dalawang provision na yon, I recommended to Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin na pwede as long as andun yung dalawa. So, pumayag naman ang China, hindi naman nag-object, no?
Okay.
So, it was signed, the MOU. So, I was thinking na this could be the South China Sea-wide settlement for all countries, no? Sabi rin ng mga kaibigan ko sa Vietnam and Malaysia, pipirma rin sila kung ganyan. Because China will be recognizing that the Philippines owns the oil and gas. They will just participate just like Chevron and Shell. They will be a service contractor lang. Pag service contractor ka, you admit na hindi sa iyo yung oil and gas. You are just servicing the owner. So sabi ko, maganda ito. Baka this is the settlement. Pumayag ang China and then yung terms of reference, pinirmahan rin. But at the last minute, kumambyo in China. Dapat kasi sa last contract, pipirma yung China National Offshore Company at saka yung Forum Energy. Forum Energy has the service contract 72 over Reed Bank. At the last minute, sabi ng China, hintay mo na, pwede ba tanggalin natin yung whereas the oil and gas belongs to the Philippines? Tanggalin rin natin yung provision that the service contract will be governed by Philippine law. Hindi na pumayag si Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin. Sabi niya, pag gagawin ko yan, unconstitutional na. So, terminate niya. That was the basis. So, ngayon, if we revive it, yung pa rin ang problema. So, because lalo na the Supreme Court already ruled unconstitutional yung Joint Marine Seismic Undertaking. Dahil sa Joint Marine Seismic Undertaking, China and Vietnam will participate in the extraction of the oil and gas in our exclusive economic zone. And nakalagay sa Constitution natin, the state shall reserve the use and enjoyment of the exclusive economic zone exclusively for Filipino citizens. That's why yung JMSU was struck down by the Supreme Court. Pwede sila mag-participate, pero as service contractor, they are just providing services. We pay them in kind. Let's say 30-40% of the gas. Pero they have to admit na hindi sa kanila yung oil and gas sa atin. That is the fundamental problem. Ang gusto ng China, because sa China, if you go to their Ministry of Foreign Affairs website, they have a definition of joint development. Sabi nila, yung joint development means amin yung oil and gas. Out of the goodness of our heart, we allow you to participate. Sabi ko, balik na rin natin. We own the oil and gas and we allow China to participate. And we call it joint cooperation or cooperation agreement or arrangement. Basta hindi pwede joint development dahil may particular meaning yan sa China. Pag sinabi may joint development with China, you agree that China owns the oil and gas. Hindi naman pwede natin meaning yun. Dahil atin naman talaga yun.
Just Nako, mga kadonatics. Bakit ngayon mukhang open na sila sa discussion ng joint exploration with China, mga kadonatics? Habang noon, yung wala pang crisis, kung makabati ko sila sa China, itong mga Dilawan at Pinklawan, ay grabe, mga kadonatics. Itong si Carpio, di yan nagsasalita, mga kadonatics. Puro batikos yan sa mga Duterte. Ngayon, nako, meron parang ganyan na agreement noon, tapos i-revisitahin nila ulit. Alright, before tayo magpadayon, okay? Before natin i-continue mga kadonatics, basahin mo muna natin itong sinabi ni Toby Tiangco today. Nako talaga itong si Tamba mga kadonatics. Ha? Kung makabati ko sila kay Senator Bato de la Rosa, itong mga loyalista, Pinklawan, Dilawan, dahil hindi daw uma-attend sa Senado. Meron din pala ito mga kadonatics, mas malala to itong si Tambi kasi wala naman tong kaso mga kadonatics. May kaso ba? Nagnakaw pero hindi naman kinasuhan. Sabi nga hindi daw pwedeng ma-pinpoint itong si Romualdez mga kadonatics sa flood control anomalies. So walang kaso. Pero anong sabi ni Toby Tiangco dito? Okay, hindi pumapasok si ex-speaker Martin Romualdez pero present sa what? Okay, present sa attendance. Ay talagang matindi mga kadonatics, di ba? Sobra na yung hinakaw mo. Eto, nagnakaw ka pa ng attendance. Sinasahuran ka. Ngayon mga kadonatics, ngayon na naman tayo na naman ang babatiko sa mga loyalista. Bakit hindi nyo punahin itong si Romualdez? Bakit tahimik kayo? Pinklawan, loyalista. Grabe kayo kung makabatikos kay Senator Bato de la Rosa, which is talagang nagtatago mga kadonatics. Ikaw ba naman, kidnapin ka sa dahig? He has all the reason mga kadonatics why is he in hiding right now. While itong si Tamba, anong reason niya? Anong reason? Di ba? Itong mga loyalista, pag pabor sa kanila mga kadonatics, kahit pa yan napakasama, walang problema. Ganyan. Well, anyway mga kadonatics, pagpatuloy natin yung usaping China. Can we trust China? Okay. Itong si Christian Esguerra mga kadonatics, kung makabati ko sa mga Duterte, sa China, ay kala mo talaga, sila na o tayo ng pinakamasamang tao sa balat ng lupa. Pero ngayon, slowly opening the opportunity towards China. Anong nangyari? Ano mga kadonatics? Padayon.
This is kasi very interesting
The
yung
same problem.
same roadblocks to actually
Yes,
hurdle.
that's right.
Okay. Interesting kasi yung statement coming from the Chinese embassy. They're basically using this, they actually use the same term. No? Sabi nila, setting aside differences and pursuing joint development, which you mentioned, di ba? Ito rin po yung language nila before. So basically, they'll be staying on their position that dapat joint development at kung ganon, merong pag-surrender kung papayag tayo ng ating sovereign rights. Hindi po ba?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Pareho.
Ito po yung tanong ko, Justice, no? Let's talk about leverage at this time. Kasi the fact that binanggit ito ni President Marcos na bukas siya ngayon, given the context that we have now, baka isipin ng China, teka, mas may leverage kami. Mas marami kaming control ngayon dyan sa sarili nyong bakuran at mukhang lumalabas na mas kailangan nyo kami ngayon dahil sa krisis sa Iran. So ang point ko po baka naman mas mapasama ang terms kung papasok tayo sa China sa isang joint exploration or development or cooperation agreement at this time. What do you think?
Wait lang mga kadonatics. Of course talaga. Ang China mo yung may say talaga dito mga kadonatics. Bakit? Tayo yung nangangailangan talaga. We are in dying needs mga kadonatics. So, anong gagawin natin? Alangan naman tayo pa mag-demand. Kakahiya naman mga kadonatics, di ba?
Yeah, I agree with that. Actually, yung China is in a more problematic situation dahil they get about as of last count of sabi nila mga over 20-40% of their oil from Iran, no? So pag na-block yun, mas may problema sila mas sa atin. So in other words, at saka if we enter into a exploration agreement with them now, mga 3 to 5 years pa bago natin ma-realize yan That is not addressing the problem today, the crisis today.
Exactly.
So that is not the way to resolve the issue. To address the crisis today, we don't have to enter into a joint exploration with China because matagal pa bago makuha yung oil and gas. Tapos na yung crisis na ito.
Matatapos
So,
kaya?
Kaya nga,
dapat this should not be the motivating factor.
Dominate the rift with Opera GX.
pero would you advise for this administration to enter into this joint exploration kung ang framework po is what you mentioned earlier, cooperation agreement, not joint
Yeah,
development?
pag cooperation agreement, walang problema dahil parang in-invite lang natin, let's say, Shell o Chevron. Pareho din ang terms exactly the same terms. Wala tayong problema dyan. Pero pag mag-insist sila na tatanggalin natin yung provision na the oil and gas belong to the Philippines, iba na. Iba na yung meaning yan. They are not a service contractor anymore. Kasi kini-question na nila yung ownership. Sinasabi nila, amin yan. And we cannot allow that.
Okay.
Wala tayong problema sa Chevron. Wala tayong problema sa Shell because they admit that the oil and gas belong to us. So, if CNOOC, China National Offshore Company, will take that same position as Chevron and Shell, walang problema. No? Kasi they are just a service contractor.
Opo. Doon sa previous experience natin with China under President Duterte, kasi at the last minute, di ba, nagbago ng ng isipan China rito. Basahin ko lang po yung exact words ni then Foreign Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin. Sabi niya, "We got as far as it is constitutionally possible to go. One step forward from where we stood on the edge of the abyss is a drop into constitutional crisis." Okay? Would you know kung bakit bigla po umatras yung China o yung nag-insist na tanggalin yung dalawang whereas provisions doon sa una na nilang pinag-agrihan?
Sasagot ko na yan. Patapos na ang termino ni Tatay Digong. Minabuti na nilang tanggalin yon. Minabuti na nilang nag-change sila ng agreement. That is only my own opinion, mga kadanatis. Yung agreement kasi, it was between Tatay Digong at Xi Jinping, mga kadanatis. Not really Philippine government. Ngayon, kasi wala na si Tatay Digong, obviously, mga kadonatics, maraming nag-change na ngayon pa na alam nila na si Bongbong Marcos yung mananalo. Alam nila yan, mga kadonatics. May mga information yan sila, mga kadonatics, kung who will likely to win the presidential election. Well, anyway, let's go on.
That's something that puzzles me dahil when it was negotiated, alam nila na we insisted on the service contract. When they agreed, sabi ko, wow, this is a major change of policy of China. Pero at the last minute, they will not proceed without changing the terms. So baka they really planned it that way. Pinapasok tayo, tapos ihirit sila sa last minute. That could be the Pero
Wala.
wala.
Change of administration talaga yung dahilan doon, mga kadonatics.
It could, or they may have a change of mind. At the time they signed it, alam nila and sabi nila, this will be, kasi if you have 40% of all the oil and gas in Vietnam, Malaysia, and the Philippines, malaki na yun. Kasi ang mangyari niyan, if we continue with that, they will get 40%. And sabi ng Malaysia and Vietnam, pipirma rin kami. So, 40% of all the oil and gas in the South China Sea, malaki yan. But at the last minute, they could have become greedy. Gusto nila kanila. Doon nagka-problema.
Talking about Vietnam, mga kadonatics, grabe, no? Nasa mga 60 pesos lang yung gasolina nila per liter. Habang sa atin, mga kadonatics, nasa 90 plus na. Magmo 100 na yan next week, mga kadonatics. Can you imagine? Ganyan kapulpol ang administrasyong Marcos. Hanggang ngayon, wala pang nangyari, mga kadonatics. Can you imagine? 3 days ago or 4 days ago, mga kadonatics, cut agad nila yung excise tax nila sa diesel at gasoline, mga kadonatics, sa Vietnam. bumaba ng 19% ang yung inflation nila sa oil. Ay talagang mga kadonatics, nasa 60 na lang ngayon. Wait, 26. Okay, 50 plus. 50 plus na lang ngayon mga kadonatics, 50 pesos per liter nila ngayon. Can you imagine that habang sa atin pataas ng pataas, tapos si Marcos ang ginagawa niya, ayuda, ayuda, ayuda. Like, what the heck? Libreng sakay, libreng sakay. Ha? Wala talaga pulpul. Sa Southeast Asia, tayo yung pinakamataas mga kadonatics. Tayo pa nga ang nag-declare ng emergency. Tayo lang ha. Bansa lang natin. Sa Asia, or I'm not sure mga kadonatics globally ha. Pero sa Asia tayo nauna eh.
But it would
Justice-
have been the best resolution, best settlement.
Opo. Baka, pero syempre pag inanalyze po natin yung implications kung talagang pumayag tuloy-tuloy yung China doon po sa dalawang whereas provisions na yun, hindi po ba? Hindi parang tinatanggap nila yung arbitral
Yes.
decree natin ng 2016, hindi po ba? Dahil sa atin, yung oil and gas, hindi po ba?
Yes.
So, pwede pakipaliwanag po yung konteksto na yun. Na kung ako yung China at pumayag ako sa terms ng Pilipinas
Well,
sa isang cooperation agreement, edi parang sinabi ko na rin, tama kayo. Nire-recognize natin yung arbitral ruling, yung i-easy ninyo.
Well, ang ano naman, talagang under international law, yung exclusive economic zone, all the resources there, oil and gas, belongs to the adjacent coastal state. Yung exclusive economic zone natin, atin yon. Yung sa Vietnam, sa kanila yon. Yung Malaysia. Ang mangyari dyan, we are sharing with China 40%. Pero we have the ownership, but they get 40% of the benefit. But yung ownership sa atin, ang malaking bagay yon dahil they will displace all the Western companies, because before that, you have Shell, you have Chevron, all the Western companies are the ones taking the 40%. So papalitan nila yon ng China National Offshore Company. Malaking bagay yon. That means they will remove all the foreign oil companies from the West. Papalitan nila. And I think that would have been a big win for China. Kaya lang, like the foreign Western companies, they agree that the oil and gas belong to the adjacent coastal state, Philippines, Vietnam, or Malaysia. Iba yung gusto ng China. Amin yung 40%, pero amin din, we will recognize na we own the oil and gas. Hindi naman pwede. Dahil beside the oil and gas, madami pang minerals yan eh. May isda. There are many minerals we don't know kung ano yung nasa in the seabed, no?
Mhm. Okay. Yun nga po, no? So, mahirap talaga makapag-deal kung ito yung magiging hardline position ng China. Opo. May binanggit kayo rin sa previous column na sinulat po ninyo, no? Sinasabi niyo na in joint development, applicable kung merong overlap dun sa EEZ
Yes.
ng dalawang bansa. Wala naman tayong overlap with China eh. So, paano
Tama yun, wala
yung-
tayo.
ini-insist
That
na
is
rin ng joint
the-
development. Paano yun?
Yeah, that is the ruling of the arbitral tribunal. Walang overlap. Kasi ang layo nila eh. You have to cross the high seas before umabot ka sa West Philippine Sea. So walang overlap.
Okay. So, hindi, pero they cannot insist. They shouldn't insist on a joint development kung talagang gusto lang magkaroon ng ng
Yeah,
discussion.
no ASEAN state, Vietnam, Malaysia, they never agree. They have never
Okay.
agreed.
Justice, ito madalas ngayon actually sa mga nanonood po sa atin may mga nagtatanong, bakit ba kasi nakadepende yata tayo tila sa China para sa isang oil or gas exploration? Bakit hindi tayo pwedeng makipag-diskusyon sa ibang mga bansa na hindi katulad ng China? Ano po ba yung sagot doon?
Well, nasa atin yan. Look at Malaysia, no? At saka Indonesia. Parehong situation nila kasi yung kanilang gas nasa 10-dash line within. But Malaysia was able to do it. May political will. Sabi niya Anwar, Prime Minister Anwar, sabi niya, Ibrahim, sabi niya, it's a matter of national survival. We have to get the gas. So pinadala niya yung survey ship niya, yung drill ship, accompanied by the Malaysian Navy, and the US and Australian warships were there also. Walang nagawa yung China Coast Guard eh. So they were able to survey and finish the drilling. Ganyan din nangyari sa Indonesia. Sabi ni Jokowi at the time, we have to get the gas, atin yon. So pinadala niya yung drill
Jokowi.
ship together with the Indonesian Navy. At the same time, andoon yung aircraft carrier ng US. Ronald Reagan was there, no, yung aircraft carrier. Walang magawa rin yung China. Even if China, before that, sabi, we warn you, you cannot do that. That's within the 10-dash line. Wala, inignore nila dahil a matter of national survival. Tayo, takot agad tayo eh. Winarningan lang tayo ng China. Kulang ang political will natin.
Sino ba? Kanino ba nang wala yung West Philippine Sea? Sa panahon nila ng mga Aquino sa mga Kadunatics. Ha? Corazon Aquino, kay Noynoy, mga Kadunatics, ha? Kaya nga sa panahon ni Tatay Digong ay talagang grabe yun mga Kadunatics. Di basta-basta yung makipag negosasyon ni Tatay Digong. Kasi wala na. May infrastructure na yung China doon sa West Philippine Sea. Ay, ang ginawa na lang ni Tatay Digong dapat mag-joint exploration tayo. Yan na lang yung magagawa natin kasi hindi natin kaya makipaggera sa kanila. Ano yung nangyari mga Kadunatics sa joint exploration? And I believe kung nangyari yun sa panahon ni Tatay Digong mga Kadunatics yung pag-aagaw-agaw, nako, hindi mangyayari sa atin na hindi mawawala yung West Philippine Sea ngayon, yung part. Ha? Hindi yan aagawin ng China. We are like Malaysia and Indonesia mga Kadunatics.
Pwede pa po kayang gawin ito? Do you think
Pwede pa.
ngayon,
Actually,
at
pwede
this
pa.
time?
Kasi the Americans have said, we will conduct a joint patrol when you go to Reed Bank. But ang gusto
Birahin na
natin,
kayo.
they will be there 24/7 the whole year round. Eh, hindi naman pwede magiging security guard natin yung US Navy. They will be there when we drill. Pero after that, they have to do something else. Madami naman silang mga tasks eh.
Ay, nako naman. Ay, amot na lang mga Kadunatics. What do you think? Ay, talagang wala eh. Ang political will talaga ay ang mga namumuno natin mga Kadunatics before. Ha? Doon lang naman tayo nabuhayan ng loob nung kay Tatay Digong na. Ngayon, bumalik na naman mga Kadunatics, disappointment natin. Bumalik na naman yung tingin natin na mababa talaga yung antas tayo. Dahil, napakalaking impact ng isang liderato pala mga Kadunatics. Napakalaki. Isang tao lang mga Kadunatics, it can change the whole nation. But we have experienced that with Tatay Digong. Well, anyway, comment down below mga Kadunatics at babasahin natin yan. Thank you so much and God bless you mga Kadunatics. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.